Waits. Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
We'll now head to the 7th hole to catch up on the play. Before we get into today's action, I'm getting some word that there's a rivalry brewing between Will Zalatoris and our featured player. Henny, surely that can't be right.
Luke, you have heard correctly. There have been texts, phone calls, many exchanges in the lead up to this matchup between the featured player and Will Zalatoris. Things are getting pretty tense down here. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out today.
Cheers, Henny. I appreciate the insight. I'll be interested to see how our featured player fares against the likes of William Zalatoris. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. That should set up another chance. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
He's looking to hold this to tie with Will Zalatoris.
John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
It looks like this one's moving to the left, I would say.
Ooh, not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just hammered that through the line. This next putt is for bogey. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it could be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Okay, that'll work. Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make.
Little birdie look in here.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
It's just about 3 feet away. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The final hole on the outward half is a par 5. Runs right against the boundary fence, and it requires 2 big shots.
2 long straight shots required if you want to find this par 5 and 2. If you don't, a nice little layup. Give yourself a good number for a 3rd shot. There is a nice little shelf there if it pins up top left. Watch the spin down on the right hand side. Watch it go in the hole maybe.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
1 stroke.
1 over par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is such a tough read. It looks straight all the way, and then it will right.
This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Well, there he is, Wake Forest Will Zalatoris, Rich. He's done the job, and he continues to do it out here on tour, doesn't he?
He does. He's just one of these players that is just a ferocious competitor, isn't he? Ball striking is amazing. The putting sometimes works with him and works, but you know what? He gets the job done. And so you can't emphasize that enough. You know, it may not be pretty at times, but who cares? He's getting the job done. And you know when you go head-to-head against him, you've got your hands full because he's not backing down from anybody, any challenge, any championship. The guy's a winner.
Time to... This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Big pass over coming up for this fella. And that puddle drop. Well done. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time now for the second round of the Farmers Insurance Open from Torrey Pines. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. As always, it's delightful to have you join us. And as we check the standings, it's Xander Schauffele who occupies top spot. He's leading the event by one stroke as we begin our coverage here on 2K Sports. We head out to the 10th hole now. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. There's some work to be done here onto the green, but a long way from the hole. Lining this one out from a fair ways. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
That's a good looking putt, that.
Good putt there. That'll work.
A par putt awaits. Job done. Let's head to the next. Hole number 11 is a par 3.
Oh, this is just a mean little par 3, isn't it? Not a big target up there green-wise. You got deep bunkers right and left. You got a 2-tier green. It's a fun, good-looking par 3. That's really hard.
Opting for the 5-iron. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, he's got a real outside chance here. 29 feet.
Oh, did you see that fly right past the hole? This one is from at least 30 feet out. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one's going to go pretty significantly right to left.
Started this one on a pretty good line. So close. A bogey putt awaits. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. That one's heading down Broadway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards. Straight at it.
Yeah, nicely played. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead.
13 feet to the hole.
This really looks good.
Yeah, nice effort from him. He bounces back from the bogey at the last hole. Sitting at 5 over for the event. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely do they put the pin in the middle. But boy, I tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Looks like it's heading to the first cut, maybe? Hang on.
Steps up to a putt of about 15 feet in distance.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. This is a par putt. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This putt is 39 foot out.
Looking good. Getting better.
Oh, that's a great putt. Did everything but drop. And this one will be for bogey. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Well, with that, unfortunately, this person's event is over. Unable to make the cut here today. That's a shame.
Luke, every player faces this at some point in time, even the greats. You miss a cut. It's never a good feeling, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.